Lights come up on the kitchen side of the house. Mrs. Little is juggling a full tray of food and tea. It's too difficult to handle and knock at the doctor's door at the same time, so she rests it on a small table by the phone. As she does so, voices can be heard behind the doctor's door. She goes to knock, but pauses and cocks her head to listen. Dr. Defoe and another woman are speaking. Their voices rise a little, so we know Mrs. Little is coming in on the middle of a conversation. They are possibly making small talk about anticipated arrival of the tea tray. The marionettes are hovering over stage left. Throughout this scene, Mrs. Little is shamelessly eavesdropping and reacting to various pieces of information with surprise, jealousy, and anger. Hands clenched, raised to the side of her head, etc.
When I left hospital this afternoon, all attended. Girls had regular Sunday routine. I authorized extra treat for their dessert at lunch.
I'm glad to hear it, Nurse Caroline. You have managed the nursing staff and Queen's regimen exceptionally well. I would expect no less of you. I brought you into their lives in the hospital for that very reason. Just look at how well my girls are doing.
This is your day off, so you don't know about the disturbance at the hospital last night. It's the one reason I came to speak with you. I didn't want to trouble you with it earlier as it didn't concern the health of the babies.
Something happened last night.
Yes, the Diane family entertaining relatives from Montreal. Somehow they make a decision to leave their farm and come across the street to the hospital with, I don't know how many cousins and aunts and uncles to look at the things. It was early in the evening and the girls were asleep in their prams, taking air on the front porch, normal routine.
I can guess what happened next.
Well, perhaps it was hard with them. But then this large group of people, strangers really, come near and I was quite clear, don't come up steps, I said. Then I had to be firm, you see, there were so many of them. Possibly they were drinking. I didn't know what to think, I just acted.
And?
I ordered other nurses to help me wheel the babies back into the hospital and we locked the door. This is what you would have wanted me to do, no?
Quite right. The girls' routine must be strictly adhered to. I've spoken to Diane about this on many occasions.
Well, I did not enjoy that. Not at all. Most unpleasant. Even though I'm capable to make such decisions, I have to say that strain is showing on other nurses. They feel they must take sides, decide that Dion's have the right to see the children.
Dion has much to answer for there. He's the one that keeps insisting on firing this nurse or that one, for whatever reason. It's been a revolving door for some months now. I'm aware of the problem and am taking the necessary steps.
You've lost good nurses. Breaking in new ones has, of course, been my job. They're well-trained young women, but all they know is how to deal with sick children. They must learn to care for healthy children. And, I think, are prone to spoiling girls.
The marionettes enjoy this piece of information.
They do everything for the prince if I let them.
It's good to see, after all these years of working together, Nurse Caroline, that we still see eye to eye on almost everything.
On almost everything. 10 years since I come here and we made the country rounds together. You can see your health decline since then. I hope you're well controlling your diabetes. Insulin injections are effective, no?
Yes. Yes, I didn't know you were aware of. How could you know about... I look after myself well enough. Mrs. Little sees to that.
Mrs. Little in the hallway reacts happily to this.
There was time, too, when you trusted me with complicated situations. I remove appendix when you couldn't attend. I teach about sepsis and a proper means of preventing infection. In the early days, you hardly washed hands before delivering baby.
Surely it was never that bad.
Well, we all remember things differently, no? But the point is we worked as colleagues, as equals. Things have changed since then. Your attitude is completely different now.
Changed? In what way?
I don't know reasons, but ever since you've been consulting with your brother and other medical experts, you consider me as inferior. You treat me the same way they treat their nurses, as if you know everything and I know nothing.
It's not true, Nurse Caroline. I hold no such attitude.
Oh, no? Then why am I Nurse to Caroline? You always called me Louise. I always called you Al when we were alone together. There were many days, after your wife passed and before Mrs. Little, when you would invite me here to listen to evening radio programs. We would talk together about books and world events. Have you forgotten that you proposed to me once in this very room?
A big reaction from Mrs. Little at this.
The arrival of the Quints, they turned my life upside down. I had my travels, my meetings with the government, the guardians, my speaking engagements. I mean...
Dad, papers say you are now the most famous family doctor in the world. Quite an honor. But I think you must be enjoying this fame in more ways than one.
What do you mean, Nurse? I mean, Louise.
I, too, have been approached by baby product companies. All offer me large sums of money to endorse them. I refuse, of course. I can only imagine what what offer they make to you. How do you do it, Adam? What could make you take advantage of your situation this way?
The marionettes are looking inquisitively at each other as if asking the same question.
Well, I see no problem with accepting reasonable sums for... But really, this is becoming too personal. I'm not sure I see my financial affairs as any of your business.
Indeed, they are not. You're quite right. I didn't come here to speak of these things. Only to give resignation and to formally thank you for the years I have enjoyed working with you. Here it is in writing. I stay for 2 weeks, and then I leave town for a new post.
No, but what about your work with the Quints and the other nurses? I can't accept this, Nurse DeCure. Louise, you must give me some time to find another solution. Another way to keep you here.
No such way exists. Something has changed in you and not for the better. I suppose I changed too over this difficult time, but my mind is made up. Good day to you, Dr. Defoe.
Mrs. Little quietly picks up her trays and returns to the kitchen with them.